Hi everyone, this is Mary Flower. This week I'm not really working other than just for play, and I decided I'm going to start making some books for my friends. And so I started out with a friend named Kat. Now, I've never actually met Kat. We've talked on the internet, and she's a friend of a friend here. And I have really enjoyed all the things she posts and the things we say to each other. And she wanted to buy one, and I decided I would just like to make one for her. Now, before I begin, I'm going to show you where I took a lot of. I'm going to be making several of these. I got these at the thrift store. They're kind of strange. They have a set of buttons along here. They're kind of vintage or something. They're so cute. And they have 3 holes in here. Now, I don't know if you snap them together or what, but I got 6 of them for a couple bucks. And this is what I actually did is I took this apart. I have another one, but I don't want to show you because it's for the friend that's here. And so what I did was I took these and cut them like this, and then and so it turned the other way rather than the long way. And another one here. They're just some kind of runners or something where they snap a button together. I'm not really sure. But what I did was I made it into a book this way because I cut it from the long way to make it go this way so it's, upright. And then what I did was I used a spool and tied it onto this is the thing that ties it up, if you can see back here. And after I bound these, I used some lace over the top of it and put it together. And so it was really fun. And I love the way these feel. They're floppy and fun. And I just really like this. So I'm going to show you what I put in here. The light's kind of odd, and I hope there's not too much of a glare. I'll pull it over this way. In the front, I'm going to take these out. And I don't know if you can see this, but it's somebody had hand stitched this, embroidered it, and it was like a table runner or something. And I'm really good at, destroying things and making other things. And so I cut it apart and I made a really cute pocket for the front and for the back. And in the front, I just put some cute papers here, and I added this really cute bird cage here with little jewels on the end. And then a sewed postcard or something, I'm not really sure. And I've put some of my pressed flowers in here as well. Then I found this book that had doilies, and I cut them into sections so that I can use for pages. And in here I've made some pockets out of a garden book. I took an old thank you card and put it in there along with some more of my pressed flowers. And one of the reason I'm doing kind of a garden book is because she has a lot of acreage and she puts in really big gardens. And so I thought, I'm going to make it sort of garden style. But the reason I like this too is when you bind it over here, it's floppy. So all the pages lay out and you can see it really well. Let me see if I can pull the light over here. I'm having a little trouble with it. I've used some of my eco paper, and you can see on this eco paper, this is where I put like a grill over the top of a bunch of pages and then boiled them. I put flowers in there, and you can see how it's made marks in there. And I like that because then you can maybe write on here or whatever. I've added lace, and you see the other side of it. And I've taken several books apart, and I've used some designer paper. This says, be the best you. I like this. It's from an old book that I love it, but I love this. Just had weird things in it, and so I really like this page with the lemon tree and the lemon, and I put this little card here with it. And this is from a drawing book that does flowers. A little bird's nest with the little glittery eggs. And on a lot of these pages, I've added lace and some of the same, edging like this onto the edge here. I've used a seed package, and this is a little embroidered. Boy, that light's not real good, is it? A little embroidered flower. More lace on the edges. This is more of my eco paper. I just love this. And another little, a little tag or something. A little tag in here that you like. And just places to write, places to put pictures. And if you look really close on these, you can see the flowers that have been boiled into these papers. Now I'm giving Kat the last of my eco paper, and so I've got to do another session of a bunch of eco paper. You can see the pretty flowers, petals here. Can you see that? It's beautiful, and I'm out now because I used the last. I really like this saying. It says, "They tried to bury us. They didn't know we were seeds." And it has a little embroidered piece of, fabric here. And more of my eco paper, and you can see the leaves in here. I think these were roses, I think. A little page from a book. It has a little squirrel. This is from an ideals book, and I kind of cut and put them together in a way. Just a couple little cards in there, and a little mouse card. Isn't that cute? And so I put it on, same on this side as this side. It has a poem about my garden, and another one here about a garden. It has the little squirrel's tail here, and there's the squirrel. And then these are rose leaves that I actually boiled into here, and I left them there and added some not gesso, like a gel medium over the top of it, because I want to kind of keep it, and I may have to do another layer here. And I put a lot of lace on the edges. Some more of my eco paper. And this is from that same book that has handmade doilies. And if you take this out, you can see a sunflower behind that. I just love that beautiful sunflower. And another little thank you note to do whatever you want with it. You can see more eco paper here. You can see the flower. It's just beautiful in there. And I don't know if you can see this. Maybe hold it up closer, and you can see the flowers that have been boiled right into the paper. Then I've added some of my pressed flowers, more eco paper, and I made an envelope out of a page here and just made it so it has pockets. A little pansy book, and it's just got some more of my eco paper. You can see how it's made the lines here. You can write in it. I love this little book. It's just got a few pages, but I used the leftover edges that I've cut off. Look at this. It's just beautiful. And I have put it into a little tiny booklet to go in here. Isn't that pretty? Look at the eco paper. And on the back, and that's right in there. More eco paper here. Here's some more, and I think this is beautiful. You can see the flowers that have been embedded in this one. And this I actually put into a folder. I used folders on these and some paper, but a lot of this is folders. You can see the Office Depot there. And then I've made a little handmade card, and it actually has a little spot here that you can put another tag in there, and it matches. if I can get that back in there. And there's more eco paper with lace. I've used one that says "Love Makes Things Grow." I thought that was cute, just a coloring book page. And I made a envelopes. Use some of my paper, some of my I use these. I have a lot of these. I use them in my Made by Fairy books, and these are my pressed flowers. And this was from a garden book, and then this was from a children's book, and I sewed the ivy in there, and it's really cute because it looks real green and pretty. It's pretty. It might even be upside down. Oh dear. I'll have to fix that. Then another one that has more papers back here that have different kinds of seed. Oh, I wish I hadn't done that. I just now noticed that it's upside down. But it looks so fun this way anyway, doesn't it? Just looks green. I don't know. Maybe it isn't. Maybe it is the right way. I'll have to turn it around and look. So there's that. There's the other side of the coloring book page. More eco paper, and I've taken an envelope here and glued it on here with a little leftover piece from the doily book. I added some lines for writing on this side. Now I think I probably without much trouble take that and rebind that, I'm not sure, but I've already put lace on it, so it's hard to say. Then on here I've put more of the embroidered fabric here to make a little pocket. I put a large piece of rickrack. I've taken a really cute card. It's so beautiful, pansies or something. And I put a couple of real pretty pages that are cut lace in them. And I'm putting those inside there for her so she can write on that. And another tag, another pretty piece of paper with embroidered flower on there, another pressed flower that's embedded into, I have a laminating machine, and I put a lot of that in here. And over here, this is the cutest thing. I don't think I'll take it off of there, but I don't know if you can see that, but it is a swan, a crocheted swan. And I think it's so cute. It has several on it, and I just took one of those off. I glued around the edges to make it so it won't come undone. And I don't know if she has any swans up there where she lives. I'm sort of hoping that she does, and so she may enjoy that. But that is it, and I'm probably going to leave that page. If it's upside down, then it's upside down, and I'm sure she'll still enjoy it. Then I take this, wrap it around here, and the reason I used a spool is because she's an industrious person, I think. She has a very large garden, and usually people have large gardens are pretty industrious and hardworking, and so that kind of always, a spool always reminds me of industrious people, and I bet she is. And I think she's probably a very hardworking lady. And Kat, I hope you enjoy that, and as soon as you get this video, it'll be in the mail for you. And I hope you give me a thumbs up, and I love your comments, and you guys have a nice day. And you know what? It's almost July, but it's 50 degrees outside. Oh, so anyway, it's a nice day to finish this. You guys take care. We'll see you. Bye-bye.